what if what if there was a God? That'd be crazy. Ain't that weird? What if that whole what if there was a God? I don't think things would be like they are. If there was really a God, this is what I think. I think if there was really a God, the God wouldn't have left it so up for debate. You know what I'm saying? I don't think the God would have left the whole religion thing up for debate like that. Because think about it, if there is a God, why did this God allow the people to believe in like 3, 4 thousand different religions? You see what I'm saying? Why did the God? Because you know what I'm saying? If there was a God, if I was, let's say I was God, if I was God, I wouldn't allow my creations to worship no other thing, and then they wouldn't, and I wouldn't be no secret about it. They would know exactly who I am. It wouldn't be no secret, try to figure it out. Let other humans tell you their rendition of it. It wouldn't be a thing like that. It'd be a thing like, I'm telling you what it is. This is what it is. I said so. Do it, or else. And then you gotta think that God is kind of evil. Because they saying that the God loves you, right? That's what they say. God loves you. But if God loves you, why would He burn you for eternity? You see what I'm saying? Why would he why would he throw you to a place where you're supposed to burn for eternity if He loves you? They say that's your father. I would never do my children like that. I would never put them nowhere where they would burn for eternity. You see what I'm saying? That ain't no good. That's a horrible parent. If there is a God, God an abusive parent. If that's your father abusive. And then went over that shit. Everybody still talking about that shit. That shit happened early. I think down there yesterday almost. Everybody, that was a good. If it wasn't a play, it was still a good move. Look at all the content being made just off that one little situation. No, I don't believe in no. And I'm not. I don't believe in none of that shit. I don't try to replace it with something else. I think that's what a lot of people do. They say, "Oh, I'm spiritual," because they just trying to replace following the whole God concept. They gotta have something there. It can't just be a nothing burger. It has to have something in that space. I remember somebody came up to me and asked me, they was like, it was a relative too, I don't remember exactly who it was, but I told them that I didn't believe in the Christianity stuff. And they said, oh, you're a Muslim. So see how how you just automatically supposed to claim one of these? It's like a brainwashing thing, where you just automatically supposed to either be a Christian or a Muslim. Choose one. You know what I'm saying? That's how we think. Because when I told his relative that I didn't believe in the Christianity stuff, they just automatically thought I was a Muslim. Why would you think I'm a Muslim? If I don't, to me, it's all fairy tale. I wouldn't. I I respect the Muslims a little more than the Christians, only because the Muslims seem like they got a little more organization going on, and I don't know. It just seems like it's more like like got more integrity. Should I say? It seemed like the Muslims. I ain't talking about the extremist Muslims and all that. I'm talking about like the black people that be Muslims and all that. I'm saying they seem like they got more integrity and they actually stick to whatever they saying. A lot of the Christians, so-called Christians or whatever, they haven't even ever read the Bible and read it. I think probably most people that's calling themselves a Muslim, they done at least read the Quran. You know what I'm saying? They done read the Quran. They know about the stuff and they stick to it more. I feel like. So if that whatever weight that holds, I respect the Muslim shit a little more than the Christianity shit, but to me all of it is foolishness. To me, any human trying to tell me what happens after we die or how the world was created or any of this type of stuff. To me, that's insane that a human come and trying to tell me that. Any human, whether it be Muhammad, Abraham, whoever, Adam, Eve, whoever, any human come to me telling me how the world was created, you know, how humans were, all this different stuff like that, I'ma automatically know you lying. Automatically, I know you lying. Because not one human that ever existed on this planet ever knew how the world was created, how it got here, where it's going, none of that. A human has never known that and will never know that. See what I'm saying? That's just something we're not privy to know. We're not privy to know how we became what we are. We don't. It might have been what they call it. You know how the monkeys turn to humans. What they call it? I can't think of the word. But we might have just been fish or something at first, and then just damn, what's the name of that word I'm looking for? Evolved. That's the word. Evolved. We could have just evolved from fucking fish or something, for all we know, or for what all that. You know what sound more feasible to me though than all of that religion stuff and all. You know what would make the most sense to me out of all the different theories and all that. The one that make the most sense is the whole alien concept, because I think that might have something to do with us being just so much smarter and so much more advanced than all the other animals. Cause we are animals, but why are we just so far ahead advanced and shit? You see what I'm saying? That's why I think the whole alien, like we mixed with alien or something. I believe that. I believe maybe there are there alien species that may have came here by whatever means or whatever. Whether they might have even traveled here on a spaceship or something. Because look at the pyramids and all these different structures and all this different technology that was here, all them years back, that trumps some of the technology today. You see what I'm saying? So if they had technology back then that could outsmart some of the technology now, who says they couldn't have had a spaceship or some shit like that, or some type of, it might not even been a spaceship. The mechanics of it might have been totally different. It might have just been like a meteorite or something. I don't know. Maybe they figure out how to ride meteorites or something. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how they did it. But I feel like that make more sense than we came from two people, Adam and Eve, and from those two people, they created some old people, and it went like that, and here we are. That don't make sense. That don't add up. It sound more feasible to say we mixed with something. Whether I don't know if we can call it alien. And here's another thing I always think about too. On top of that, think about this. There's more ocean, like there ain't more water in the whole earth. The land mass of the earth is bigger is more land than the water, as far as the core and all the land that's in the middle and all that. But I'm saying as far as what's on the surface, there's more water. I was having in 99.3. The surface. I'm just gonna say chat like speed. What's happening, chat? um, the surface. There's more water, right? So, and that water goes like super deep. You know what I'm saying? Like the water goes so deep that we can't even go down there because it'll crush us. You know what I'm saying? Like it goes so deep that it's kind of like space. The farther you go out, you just can't be there and shit. It just ain't meant for you to be there. Your body can't function in that environment. Same thing with the bottom of the ocean. Hey, what's happening? I'm good. Shit, how are you, Chat? The ocean is the same way. So this is what I be thinking. For all we know, How we know it ain't whole civilizations down there in the bottom of the ocean? We don't know that. There could be a whole, you know how they used to say, what's the name of that civilization that was underwater about the story to go about it? The tall tales and the fables go around about it. Uh, Atlantis. Atlantis. How we know that ain't the real thing? We don't know. It might be some humanoid type characters at the bottom of the ocean. They would have to be, if it was, they would have to be real. They body would have to be different than ours. They might look like us, kinda maybe, but they body would have to be real rough and thick, dense. They would have to be able to put up with those different pressures down there at the bottom. So they if they did look like a humanoid, it'd be a throw looking ass human though. They probably had to have gills. You know what I'm saying? And they probably would be strong as fuck too. Just like Namor, the Marvel character. He the king of Atlantis. And he super strong and all that. That makes, I see why they threw that in there like that. Cause that kind of makes sense. If you is somebody at the bottom of the ocean, if you could live at the bottom of the ocean, you probably have died if you come to the air though. But just think if you didn't die and you can come to the air, how strong you would be, how dense your body would be, how, you know what I'm saying, like how long you could hold your breath, all this different stuff that you have going on if you could survive at the bottom of the ocean. You'd have all kind of different stuff going on. Like the animals down there that's at the bottom that survive, they gotta be like super, like they on some old shit. They're not a regular animal. Them fishes and all that. The ones that got the light. Now they be having a little light on their head and shit. They be at the very, very bottom down there, way down at the bottom. That's a throwed ass animal. Think about that. That thing don't even ever see anything. You can't see nothing down there. Everything down there don't ever see nothing ever. So like your whole world is always blind every day, all day. Your whole world is blind. You live in a blind ass world. You don't see nothing. Nobody see you. It's all done off sound, echoes, and y'all using sound to move around and shit. So imagine our whole world is kind of built on sight a little bit. Imagine if your whole world was built on sound, or everything and it wasn't just you, everybody. That was like just the thing. Everybody just survived by their sound, sending out sound waves, getting it back, like dolphins. Hey, what's that in the chat? I'm in Arlington, Texas. It's like a suburb of Dallas and Fort Worth. Really, it's a suburb of Fort Worth, but it's in between Dallas and Fort Worth. Arlington is really the main. They try to act like Dallas is the main city and all that, the DFW. Really, Arlington is really the main city. Because Arlington, we got the stadium. I mean, not the stadium. Well, I don't know if the stadium's still there. We got the stadium. I meant to say the stadium. We got the stadium. Two of them. We got the Ranger Stadium and the Cowboy Stadium. We got Six Flags. We got Wet n Wild. And they finna build a racetrack in this bitch. These other cities ain't fucking with us. And it fucked me up because I grew up in this town, so I done seen it grow. I done seen it go from like a little country. This used to be a little country town. No, they ain't had none of this shit. All it had was Six Flags. Six Flags been there. That was there when I was a kid. We was going there when I was a kid. Six Flags been there forever. I remember Six Flags when I was a kid. I remember my dad taking me to Six Flags. Six Flags been there. But all this other shit wasn't here. All the other shit was not here. Only Six Flags was here. Six Flags was like the blood, the meat of this town for a long time. Until they built the stadium and all that. In the Paris Mall, they started building malls and stuff. Started building a whole bunch of stuff over on the south side, restaurants, all this stuff. We been roaming this town, little kids and shit. When it was a bunch of horse ranches and shit. You know, it wasn't even no concrete stuff like that. It was like land with horses and shit. We riding our bikes around here. That's how old I am. I've been in this motherfucker for a long time. I done seen it go through phases. You know. I like this town though. I do. And then the laws ain't even really just no asshole to me. I think maybe because I don't know why, but and maybe I just ain't ran into the asshole one or something. But I don't know that. I think what I be thinking is they probably just know me because I've been in this motherfucker for so goddamn long, and they know when I was a kid, all that. I've been running from the laws, all kind of shit. I went to the army, came back to my little town. I just been in the town the whole time. Well, now I left and moved to Houston though. I done moved places though. I done moved to Dallas for a little while. I always moved to Dallas. I moved to Dallas every time. Sometime I moved to Dallas. Sometime I lived in the Funk. I lived in Woodhaven. Had an apartment over there. I lived in Dallas. Lived in the Grove. I done lived in Irving. Where else? Houston. Conroe. Where else I done lived at? Wichita Falls. I'm from Waco. I'm from Waco, Texas. That's where I'm originally from. That's where I'm born at. But I've been here in Arlington since I was 4 years old though. My mama left Waco when I was 4. She came here. From what I understand, she was trying to be around my dad. My dad was up here. So he went down because he from Waco too. So he got her pregnant in Waco. And then he come back up here, running around up here. So I stayed on the Air Force base too though. My dad was in the Air Force, and we stayed on base. I used to love that shit. I still have memories of that, and I was real young then. I still have memories of running around because I remember it used to snow. And when it used to snow, we had a park right across the street from our house. We had a big ass park, and we used to go over there in the snow and shit. That shit was fun to be. That shit was fun. It was fun living on post. And I remember my dad used to take me to where all the soldiers was at and shit. And they'd be, oh, that's the young captain. They used to call me the young captain. Cause my dad was a captain. So they used to call me the young captain. So I be in there with him and stuff. That's when I knew back then I knew I was going to the military. Back then. When my dad was in the military, we lived on post. I knew I was going to the military then. And I was real young. I was like, what? Probably like 3 years old or some shit. And I already had my mind made up. I was rapping when I was in the military too. I was doing shows and everything. I had a group. We had a rap group in the military. We were doing shows and everything. I did a show with some rappers. I did a show with when I was in the army. I did a show with One Good Side. One Good Side and Chicky Black. We had a show. It was some more people in Austin. I don't remember their names. It was groups in Austin and shit. We used to go to the studio in Austin. It was a white dude. He had a big, nice ass studio. It was like it was like it was a whole situation. It wasn't just a studio. It was like even today. That was a long time ago. But even today, if somebody had some shit like that, it'll still look like some super awesome shit. He had like a whole bunch of rooms and shit. The booth, the booth was big in the hoe. Big ass booth, glass booth. Yeah, I was in the music game too. You know what it was? I was in there right before all the money came. Right before all the money came, that's when I was in there. And then I just started running the streets too much because I wasn't making no money off the music. So I still had to pay bills and shit. So I was running the streets. Shit, trying to get to the bag. The money wasn't coming fast enough on the music. I think somebody in California was trying to give me a deal at one point, but I fuck around went to jail and shit. When we was supposed to be going out there to talk to them about the deal or whatever, somebody in Cali, I don't know who it was. I had management. It was the management tell me about it. I was down there in Houston with Shazam, H-Town and them, and we were supposed to be going to Cali to go get some type of deal or something, or talk to somebody about a deal or something. And I went to jail. I ain't talked to them since then. I went to jail. I ain't never heard from them since. I seen Shazam at the club one time. He had like he didn't even know me and shit. He just walked right by me and shit like he didn't even know me and shit. I was like, nigga, you stunned. But I was in the rap industry. I just wasn't making no money off of it. I was making all my money out the streets and shit. People thought you know what? I think people thought I was getting money off the rap game because they thought I was rap rich or something. I wasn't. I was getting money out the streets. I made a little money off the rap shit when I went to Houston. When I was around Shazam them. That was the first time I ever got paid to rap. Is when I was around them. I got paid to rap a couple times to do some verses and shit for people. That's what I talk about in that song when I say I was in Houston doing 600 a verse or something I said in the song. That's what I'm talking about. That's real. That's really happened. I was in Houston charging was it 600 or 900? One of them 600 or 900 a verse. Something like that. And they niggas was paying out shit. That's how I was living it. That's how I was living out there and shit. I was living with my management, but I'm saying that's how I was having money and shit. Is rapping. So that was the first time. That's why I salute them. Cause that was the first time I had ever made money like that off of rap and shit. Is when I got around them and shit. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a lot of money, but shit, I had made some money. It was shit. And I got to sit in the studio with like some heavyweight mix and mastering type people. The people that be mixing and mastering on the backdrop for a lot of the artists and all that. I got to sit in there with them and all that. Learn like that's how I know how to do a lot of shit now. It's from watching them do it and shit. Sitting there watching them do it. Asking them niggas. I'm asking questions. I'm asking a gang of questions. All the producers that I sat around, I'm asking them everything. What's this? What's that? Okay, I just seen you do that. What'd you do? Oh, you did that? Okay. What does that even mean? Why did you even do that? You know what I'm saying? I'm asking questions. What's that? Okay. What's this unit? What's that? What do you plug this into there for? Why do you use that mic instead of this one? What's wrong with this one? This one look cool. I don't see you using this one. You know what I'm saying? I don't see you using that mic. Why is that? You know what I'm saying? Why is this? Why is that? I'm asking questions. So I got to learn a lot from a lot of the Houston producers. Shout out to them. One of them, he was in Harlem. I'm bad with names. I hate that I'm bad with names. I don't remember folks' name and shit. But it was a producer in Horn Clark in Houston. I helped him build his studio and everything. Me and him built the studio. Like built the booth and built the desk to put all the engineering equipment on there. We built that shit from scratch. Like we went up to Home Depot and got the wood and shit type of shit. Built the booth, all that. He know me if he probably remember my name and shit. I just got a bad memory. I think my brain is fried a little bit. But it was a producer. I cannot remember his name. I hate that I can't remember his name. Cause he was one of the coldest producers. You know what I'm saying? He had a real tough work ethic. That's what I used to like about him. He used to be on it though. He wasn't bullshitting. Like he really was trying to get to where he trying to go. He wasn't doing no bullshitting. Like we built that studio, the booth and all that. We built that shit like in a couple of days type shit. I was on the run though. When I was down there, I thought I was in the game. I was like, yeah, I'm in the game now. I was like, I'm finna go to Cali, go get me a deal. And then when I come back, I heard the Texas, I'm gonna be shining and all that. Nigga gonna be like, damn, where this nigga be? I'm gonna come back in a goddamn Bentley or some shit. That was my plan. it didn't go as planned. Things did not go as planned. I went to jail. I fucking came back to Dallas to fucking I was picking some people up. They wanted to come with me to Cali. It was 2 females. I was gonna take them to Cali with me. So it was 2 sisters, 2 twins, matter of fact. They wanted to go to Cali with me. So I was gonna take them to Cali with me. So I came back out here to come get them. And I fuck around, went to jail. I was supposed to be going to Cali with them niggas to try to get a deal and shit. There was already some shit on the table. I just didn't, they just wasn't telling me the specifics of it because back then they used to really fuck over the artists. Back then they wouldn't tell you nothing. You don't even know what's going on. And it ain't like now where everybody got Google and you got all these different stuff where you can learn stuff and all that. Got other people doing it. It wasn't like that. It wasn't nobody rapping. Nobody was doing that. If you was doing that, you was really special back in the game. Like back in the game, if you was a good rapper and you had some traction, you was really special. Now it's like, they be special now too, but it's a different. I don't know. It's a whole. I wish somehow we could like replay that old rap game to the young people now, and they can see what we talking about. Cause they don't. It was a whole different. Like it was a whole different energy. You know what I'm saying? Like, and like the rappers and the actors and all that wasn't so accessible either. Like you wasn't gonna just see LL Cool J at the fucking Aldi and shit. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't gonna happen. You wasn't gonna see Nicki Minaj at Walmart and shit. Now it's like just a big ass melting pot. You lying to see anybody anywhere, anytime. They not all secret no more. They like the rappers and the entertainers and all. They used to be kind of like secret. Like their identity was kind of like suspicious and secret. I'm not using the right word. It was like I don't want to say hidden, but it was like damn, can't get the word out. I hate when I get stuck on words. I'm back on my teacher shit too, so I gotta get my vocabulary. I gotta stop smoking so much goddamn weed so I don't be all slow and fucking acting like an idiot. I be slow, but I be like behind the step. You know what I'm saying? Like I be like whenever I get loaded, whenever I get fried, I be behind like a step and shit. Does that happen to everybody? Or is that a me thing? I be like behind a step and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I have to really think about what people say. So people say something to me or something, I gotta really. They be thinking I'm ignoring them, but I'm not ignoring them. I'm really just trying to figure out what the fuck they just said. I gotta calculate it different, cause it's like my computer is running slower. So I gotta like really think about it. It could be some simple shit, and they could just be saying, "What's up? Oh, what's up, homie?" I gotta really think about what they just said and shit. Before I could say something bad or whatever. I gotta really calculate the shit, really put it. It's weird, but at the same time, it's like that's medication, though, for depression and all kind of shit. Shit, I'm human. Shit, I need shit. I don't want to pop no pills and all that. Pop pills and all that. Them pills made me have the hiccups. Whenever I pop pills, I had the hiccups. Any of that stuff, codeine, any of them type of pill type situation. I popped that shit, and I remember one time I had the hiccups for like 3 days straight. I couldn't even get rid of them hoes. Sleep and everything still. Well, I don't know if I did it with sleep or some sleep. But I know when I woke up, I still had them hoes. So I just figured I did it all night. I had the hiccups for 3 days straight one time. Can you imagine having the hiccups for 3 days? That happened to me. 3 days of going. I don't even want to do it. I don't even want to imitate the move. I don't even want to do that because my body might have some muscle memory thing or something. It might just start doing that shit. So, matter of fact, I don't even want to talk about it no more. That was kind of traumatic. That was a traumatic event. And I don't know how to keep this light on without doing the dough, having to keep doing the dough and shit. But that was a traumatic event. I'm just rambling on and shit. I mean, what's the topic, man? A lot of shit done happen, man. The main thing everybody talking about is the Corey and the ant thing, though. Damn. I mean, hey, man. It turned out good, though. Ain't nobody died. Y'all really didn't need to fight because y'all both old and shit. So that shit look corny. Like, even if y'all get in a fight, it's gonna look corny. You know what I'm saying? It's like an old nigga that be wearing, like, young clothes. They say they ain't supposed to look funny, but it still look funny, though. They say, oh, you should be able to wear whatever you want to wear. You can, but it still look funny, though. It's still gonna look funny. You can wear it. It's still gonna look funny, though. That's what's going on with them. Shit. I don't know, man. Corey was wrong for jumping up out the chair and all that and doing all that, getting in dude's face. Because at that moment, to me, that's already a set off. Like, that's already up at that moment. You done jumped out the chair and you in my face and shit. And you like in my face like they got the mic down there about to hit me in the face and shit. It's already up. It's already up. It's just how am I gonna handle this at this point? So I think that's where Corey fucked up at. He should have just stayed in his seat. You know, when he jumped up and did all that, he opened the door for the bullshit. That's when he opened the door for the bullshit. And then he called dude a sucker. He said he be all on white man's ass. He was saying his share of disrespectful shit too before Ann even said the disrespectful shit. So Corey, you gotta hold that L. That was an L, bro. You jumped out your seat, charged the man up and all that, you know, and then the nigga charged to the face, you ain't want it. So nah, you can't even be on her tough and all that no more. You know what I'm saying? But then they say you gotta change the show, you can't call the 5150 show no more. Nah, I don't know. You ain't gotta change the name of your show, but you can't be on there super tough no more. Ain't nobody gonna believe you. You can, but ain't nobody gonna believe you. You can't be on there super tough no more. Because you jumped up, jumped all in the nigga face, you know. Ah, nigga, yeah, nigga. You jumped all in that's what's crazy, man. Y'all crazy. You can't jump in nobody's face. Nigga, Texas, you get beat up. Texas niggas fight. Straight up. Not me, I ain't no super fighter like that. I will fight, but I ain't no super fighter like that. But a lot of these Texas niggas that whoop your motherfucking ass. A Texas nigga wouldn't have allowed that. Like with like one of these Texas niggas and shit, and you would have jumped up out of the chair, Corey would have jumped up out the chair like that and jumped out of the nigga face, they would have already been piecing on him. Most of these Texas niggas would have already been bop, bop, bop. As soon as he came over there with all that aggression and all that, it would have already been up. It would have already been up because that's what niggas be thinking. Okay, this nigga rushing me or something. Fuck is he doing? Why is he even getting up? Oh, it's up? Bet. I'm gonna get it off first. A lot of niggas have been thinking like that. And now this nigga getting up, he want to fight or something. And then that's it. I think that might be worse. Just getting in my face and nigga, nigga, you nigga say it again, nigga say it again. That's worse. I damn near wish you would have just stole off. I think that's damn near worse. I'd rather just go and get it over with. You know what I'm saying? I think that's worse. Nigga in your face with the mic. Nigga, just that and the third. I think that's probably worse than just stealing off. Stealing off would have been a better option, actually. Just go on, steal off, my nigga. You feeling it like that? Go on, just steal off. Let's get it cracking. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it. Go on, steal off and see where it lands. Let's see what it do. Because that's too much. You jumping all out the chair and shit. Nigga, that was wild. You doing too much, bro. And what Ant do wrong? I done pointed out what Corey did wrong. What did Ant do wrong? Ant did say the dick comment. But to me, I can't consider that something he did wrong. Because to me, the way I work, the way my mind work is, once you fuck with me on whatever level, whether it's disrespect, physical, whatever, you can't police my response. You can't say, oh, well, I just said this. I mean, you should just said this. You should say something along that lines of what I said. What? No. If you fuck with me, disrespect me, whatever the fuck you want to do, how I come back is how I come back. How I respond is how I respond. That might just be how I respond to shit. That's your bad for initiating that response. Your bad. You know what I'm saying? You the one pushed the button. There had to be no response. You pushed the button and made the response. The fuck? Then you mad at the response. Oh, no, you did too much. Nah, ain't no too much. Leave me the fuck alone. Ain't no too much. I go from 0 to 100. Ain't no 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 0 or 100. It's 0. I'm either not tripping or tripping. Ain't no 1, 2, 3. Nah, 0, 100. Either we not tripping or we tripping. It's 0 or 100. That's it. Ain't no 1, 2, 3. Ain't no levels. It's 0 or 100. If it's on 100, you can't be like, oh, nah, you doing too much. Nah, it's on 100. It's on 100. You doing too least. You not doing enough. You have to pick it up. Pick up the pace, nigga. Nah, man, I ain't on here trying to sound super hard or nothing all that, though. Because I'm not. Shit. I'm just as hard as the next nigga. But I ain't. But at the same time, I seen what I seen, and I fuck with both of them. So I'm not really choosing no side. You know what I'm saying? I just seen what I seen. If Corey had charged Ant up to the fade and Ant would have turned it down, I would have been saying the same shit about Ant. Ah, nigga, you turned down the fade, you got all that tough shit. If Ant would have jumped in Corey's face and did all that, and all this type of shit. And then Corey charged him up to the fade and he turned it down, I would have been saying the same shit about Ant. Ah, nigga, you done turned down the fade. You jumped in this nigga face and all that, you done turned down the fade. That's where Corey fucked. I just wish he wouldn't have done that. Jumped up and all that. Nigga, sit your ass down somewhere. Nigga, I feel threatened. You big and you bigger than me, nigga, I feel threatened. You standing up and all that. Nigga, I thought we was having a podcast. Are we boxing? I ain't know that's what we was coming. You should have said that. I would have stretched and shit. I would have stretched, did some push-ups and shit, did some pull-ups. I would have tried to prepare for the shit. You caught me off guard and shit. You didn't tell me we was coming here to box. You should have said that. I thought we was coming here to do a podcast and talk about some shit. You done invited me over here to box and shit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you didn't even tell me what we was doing. You done tricked me into it. You done tricked me into coming here to box and shit. Fuck it, let's get it. That's what Ant was on. Like, nigga, shit, fuck it then, let's get it. What's that? I use your scary sound to scare my little brother. You talking about the clown laughing? That is funny, ain't it? that video, that clown laughing, got like a lot of views. It got like 30 million views or something like that. That's like the whole driving force behind this channel is that video. This channel get like 2 million views a month. Been doing that for like a year and a half now. Get 2 million views a month, and sometimes it go up to like 3. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't for a long time. I ain't even dropped no material on the channel at all. And it was still just doing those numbers like that. And they just won't monetize it because at first that's all I was putting on here, just little graphics like that little clown laughing. I was just making those little graphics like that and loading them on here because I was making it like a channel where content creators can come to get different sound effects they needed for different projects or whatever. That's what was the point of it. But I guess they didn't want to monetize that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So they like, nah, we ain't fucking with that. Damn, my light tripping. Damn, I gotta turn the truck on. I don't waste no gas and shit. I gotta turn it on though. Damn, you little brother though. You know what I'm saying? Hey, why is a clown scary? That's kind of crazy. Clown's supposed to make you laugh and shit. Why is a clown scary in the right situation? Clown always been like a scary character and shit in different movies and stuff. A clown. I never really liked clowns. When I was a kid, I ain't like clowns. I always thought that was weird. Why the hell is this grown ass man wearing all goddamn makeup and all this stuff? His red nose and all that, making himself like a buffoon. Purposely making himself like a buffoon. I was thinking like that as a kid. Like, why is this dude acting like this? These big ass shoes on and shit. Fuck is this shit? I've been questioning everything. My whole life I've been questioning everything. I've been like that since a kid. I ain't never been wanting to conform to nothing. My whole military thing was just me wanting to be like Snake Eyes and shit. That's all. I never want to conform to nothing. I question everything, everything. Religion, you can't tell me nothing. I'ma question it. Especially if it don't make sense. That's like my foundation for me listening to shit or taking in different knowledge. It's gotta at least make sense. You know what I'm saying? If it makes sense, I might dive deeper into it. You know what I'm saying? But it's gotta, if it don't make sense, it don't even make the cut. Nah, it don't even make sense. Like a lot of stuff in the Bible. Like just a lot of that stuff. Noah's Ark. All that stuff don't make no sense. How you put all these animals on a boat? How you put all these animals on a boat, right? All these different animals and all that. How they survive? What you feed them? None of that makes sense. None of that makes sense. It's gotta make sense. It don't make sense either that we think we more important than the animals. We think we like some superior being or something because we know how to make bricks and shit. So we think we like superior to the animals. How you know they just don't want to do none of that shit? How you know they just done clocked out of all that? Nah, we just gonna stay out here and stay savage. We gonna hunt and just live in packs or however we do it. We just gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to be civilized and all that. And build buildings and all this weirdo shit y'all doing. Toilets and sewage lines and all this stuff. We're gonna stay out here in this jungle, hunt, live life how we live it, and die out here in this jungle. What's wrong with that? How we know they might have one got it right. They fuck around, we be the ones got it right, and we got it wrong. We think we doing it right and shit. Oh yeah, we doing it right. Let's build some trains. Let's build a high-speed train and shit. We think we doing it right. Let's build a high-speed train that goes from here to the moon in 1 second. Hey, you think they went to the moon? I don't think they went to the moon. I call cap on that. I don't think they went to the moon. I don't think they had the technology to even do that back then when they said they did. That was a long ass time ago when they said they did that. I don't think the technology was advanced enough to do that. And it successfully come back to the earth and all that. Nah, nope. I ain't do that. And then they had video footage of the thing taking off when it was leaving. Who was filming? Who was that filming the footage? You see what I'm saying? Who stayed on the moon was filming the thing taking off? They didn't have no cameras that transmitted, that, you know what I'm saying, that can transmit this, that, and the third. That wasn't a thing back then. Who got the shot of the thing lifting off on the way back? Cause there's video of it lifting off on the way back. Who got that shot? You see what I'm saying? So it had to be reenacted. That's like proof right there it was reenacted. Cause who shot who? Who shot the video? Did y'all leave somebody there or something? How did they get the footage back? How did y'all get the footage back? Did y'all take the shot and then land it back down and then I'm trying to get y'all it out. Maybe y'all took the shot, landed the thing back, got the dude that was shooting the shot, and then took back off. Maybe y'all did that. I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. NASA, that's my brother. I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. Okay, I see what you did. You landed. You let the cameraman out, or you did whatever you was doing. The cameraman, y'all got back on the ship. Cameraman stayed. He filmed y'all going up, and then y'all landed it back. He got back on, and y'all took back off. Okay, it makes sense. That don't make no. You see what I'm saying? It gotta make sense. That don't make sense. That it just don't make sense. It don't add up. The math ain't math. We didn't go to the moon. I don't want to do that delivery. I got a minimum payment. I don't know, man. I be thinking about everything. And then I be really thinking about this whole life thing. Like, what is this for real? And how do we let these people trick us into fucking this? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do we get tricked into this? It's like we got tricked into this. Nobody, I ain't tell them I wanted to be no fucking work every goddamn day and all this type of shit. They made it to where I gotta do the shit. It's like some slave shit. Whether you look at it like slave shit or not, it's still like some slave shit. Because you gotta fucking do it. You gotta fucking grind and hustle every goddamn day. You got to. You'll fuck around and die. Or starve. Your kids will starve. Everything will starve. You'll fall off. Rent when you paid. All kind of shit. You gotta hustle every fucking day just to survive in this motherfucker. People be thinking Americans, we got so much going on and all that. Yeah, because we fucking work like a dog. It's because we work like dogs. That's why we got so much. We work 10, 12 hours every day and shit. 7 days a week. Some people work 7 days a week like me. People work 7 days a week and shit. That means you ain't taking no day off ever. You just work every day. Working. The fuck? They tricked us. We ain't supposed to be doing that. So you mean we supposed to just get up every day and go work for go work for somebody and build their life and shit? Hell no, they tricked us into that. That's a trick. The capitalism thing is kind of like a trick. It's like a hoax. They pull a hoax on your ass. You know what I'm saying? They got you thinking that's the thing to do. People be saying that. Why you ain't working? You ain't got no job yet? They want you to be on the rat race too. They feel like they gotta be on the rat race, you gotta be on that motherfucker too. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, that's how people think. They think if they gotta be on that bitch, you gotta be on that bitch. Fuck what you talking about. I don't know. I don't think we're supposed to be living like this. Just that's all on our mind every day. Is just trying to get $1. And then you don't really even make no money with nothing. Only time you gonna make some money really, you gotta have your own business or some shit going on. Any type of employment. Cause think about it, even if you make $30 an hour. Even if you make $30 an hour, $30 an hour you gonna survive. But I'm saying, is you gonna bubble with that though? $30, let's do the math. $30 an hour, 40 hours. That's $1,200 a week before taxes. After taxes, you looking at $900, $950, $975, some shit like that. So let's just say a band. So you getting a band a week. Is a band in this climate? Is a band a week? It's barely enough. Like, so $30 is like really the minimum wage should be $30 then. Cause that's what you really need to survive out here is about a band a week. And that's on the low end, like that's the minimum that you need. A band a week. You know what I'm saying? Like a band a week, will get you by. Kinda, sorta. You still got to make some more money. Nah, I don't even think. Now that I think about it, I don't even think that'll get you by. Cause you gotta think rent is, $2,000 to $2,500. That's rent. Car note insurance. That's another band. If you know what kind of car you got, that's another band. So that's you already $3,500 in. You only got $500 left for all the rest of the shit. The electric bill, internet bill, cell phone bill, all your different subscriptions to all your little Apple Care and all your little stuff. What? What? That ain't even, that's deep. Then I just did the math on $30 an hour, and it ain't even enough. $30 an hour is not even enough. That sounds crazy. $30 an hour. Really, like, for it to be enough, it's got to be about $40 an hour. 40 will get the job done. 40 will get, well, I don't know. It might not, though. 40 times 4, that's 1,600. After tax, you're looking at about 1,200 a week. That's 4,800 a month. Yeah, you can live off 4,800. 4,800 you can live off of. You can make it do what it do. 4,800 you can get you an apartment or a house that's around $2,000 a month. Car get your car and your insurance around $1,000. So now you still got like 1,800 left to pay other shit and gas and all this type of stuff. So, but it would take, look how much it take though. $40 an hour. Just to minimally survive. Basic little shit. Basic house, basic car, basic stuff. $40 an hour is how much you need to survive. Anything under 40, you pretty much a bum ass nigga. Anything, if you making less than $40 an hour, if you make less than 40 big ones an hour, you are an economic failure. That's fucked up, huh? I'm an economic failure. I feel alone. You're not alone. I'm also an economic failure. I don't make $40 an hour. But if you make $40 an hour, you still suck in this economy. That's crazy. $40 an hour, you barely getting by and shit. And $2,000 a month, that's like you living in the hood still. That ain't no nice ass home or nothing. $2,000 a month, you still living in the hood. So you in the hood still? Nah. $40 an hour, you still living in the hood. 40. That's one of them 40 though. A consistent 40 though, will go a long way. Like if you work somewhere you get paid $40 an hour, you work there for fucking 10 years or some shit like that, you just stay there it's gonna stack up. That'll go on the long haul, the 40. But just looking at it on a weekly basis, you still in poverty. You still in the hood, you still live in the hood. Your car raggedy. You can't get it fixed hardly. If you do, you gotta go in the hole on the check. The check supposed to be for rent. You gotta go in the hole on the check, get the car fixed. You still struggling like everybody else. You ain't on the lower end of struggle. You like on the higher end of struggle. But you still struggling though. That's fucked up. $40 an hour, you still struggling. That's a cold lick. And when you do the math on the groceries and all that, like the food is crazy. Like now you have to go to the grocery store and spend like at least $200 to really even make it look like you even got some stuff. It won't even look like you got nothing. You can spend $100 now, it won't even look like you went and got nothing. So the economy, you could tell the economy is in some type of bad condition. Like now, you gotta either have some type of service to where the service that your business or whatever renders, people still need it even when they broke. Like certain different certifications and stuff like that. Stuff like that gonna make money right now. Why the money is funny. You know what I'm saying? Cause they gotta have that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Different certifications and stuff. So during recession times like this, that's when you lean on those type of your trades, services that you may offer that people need. You know, like hair, people that do hair, women that do hair. Women, even when they broke, having hard times, they still get their hair done and shit. They got $100 their name and the hair gonna cost them 80 to get done. They gonna spend the 80 and just have it done. I ain't mad at them, but I'm just saying that's what it is though. I'm finna get back on bougie. I'm a bougie gangster. I ain't no gangster no more though. I'm just saying like I'm not no thug like that. You know what? You know what movie that I watched when I was in the streets? You know what movie I watched to kind of get my gangsterism from? It was a movie called Layer Cake. Layer Cake was sophisticated gangsters. They was like some mob shit. They wasn't on no super low level street shit. Layer Cake. They was selling X pills. They was getting them by getting a lot of them. That movie Layer Cake. It's a bomb ass movie. It was one of my favorite movies and shit. But I always been like that. Bougie. I don't want to call it bougie. But, cause I don't know if that's I think that might be a bad term. Cause I don't mean it in a bad way. I mean like I got class. I'll put it like that. I got class. I'm not no ruffian. You know what I'm saying? It can get rough, but I'm saying that ain't my stature. I'm not standing as no ruffian. You know what I'm saying? I'm more of an intellect. You know what I'm saying? Like my vocabulary could be better. I give you that. I don't know why my light said, fuck this shit. We tired of going on and off and all that. Stop pushing the damn button. See if that hoe work now. Nah, that bitch just stop working altogether. Damn. That bitch just stopped. Fuck this shit. We ain't doing it no more. We quit. I finna watch YouTube. Let me see. Okay, that's some pretty decent light right there. Boom. I got a million flashlights. Oh man. I'm back on my teacher stuff though, my teacher swag. You know what I'm saying? I'm a teacher. That's what I do professionally. Not like at a school or nothing, but it's my own school. School of first aid. But I'm back on that. That's really my thing. You know what I realized? The first aid thing is really my thing. Like I try to do a bunch of other stuff. Try to do delivery work, logistics, trying to deliver packages, all this type of stuff. Tried a bunch of different jobs. And what I realized is the instructor, and not even just being an instructor, more along the lines of just being a businessman. Because the moment I get my company with enough momentum, I'm gonna hire some instructors so I can stop being the instructor. I don't mind being the instructor though. It kind of helps me because I be kind of like introverted and all that. So when I do the classes, it give me like some social. It's like my social time and all that. So I don't really mind doing it, but it's time to blow this thing back up, and I'm gonna need some instructors. You know what I'm saying? So here we go, round 2. Round two, fight. I like doing business though. I like growing businesses. I like coming up with business ideas. I like just the whole business realm. Cause I feel like um it's like being your own boss. You know what I'm saying? You creating your own leverage in this world. You creating your own leverage. Ain't nobody handing it to you. It's just it's something powerful about that. You know what I'm saying? Even if you make it just a little, if you make it a little or a lot, it's the freedom of knowing that you created this little or lot. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. My glass is thick as hell. I'm blind as hell. I gotta get some smart glasses. That's what I'm gonna do. Get some smart glasses. You can talk to them and all kinds of stuff. They translate. I never would have thought I could be able to get some glasses that translate what somebody's saying to me. You know what I'm saying? They got glasses that people could be talking to you, and the glasses will be translating what they saying. That's the thing. I'm finna get some of them out. I be wanting to know. I be around essays and shit. They be speaking Spanish, and I understand some of it, but I don't be understanding all of it. I be needing to translate some of that stuff. I want to hear what they talking about, especially when they think that you don't know what they talking about. I want to hear what they talking about then. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna get off of here though. I'm gonna come back and get back on this bitch though, but I'm finna get off here right now because I got some other shit to do on my phone right fast. It's Amadi Media. I'm out.